to dozens of countries around the world, millions of listeners, and here I am. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm on Haps. What is Haps? First, I thought it was hops, and I like beer, so I thought that would be cool. I don't know why my face is going in this box. There's a box. My head's too big to fit in the box, so I don't know if the image you're seeing is me in the box. I don't even know what that means. I guess it's just a center. The image. I have a message. I have a message. Here is a sample comment. So is anybody watching? I don't know how this thing works, but I like it a lot better than Periscope already because it's making me dizzy. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. A little introduction here for those of you who don't know who I am. My name is Spencer Hughes. I'm the host and creator of Hughes from the Heart, the Spencer Hughes Positivity Podcast. It's at hughesfromtheheart.com. I'm a political junkie, a political talk radio host of almost 25 plus years. And I burned out on politics. And I decided to change gears entirely and get into positivity podcasting instead. So I've been doing that now for, trying to think, a couple years now, maybe. And Hughes from the Heart is my brand new website, and the podcast is available free. There's premium content. There's all sorts of ways to support the podcast as well. I don't know. I don't see numbers like where people are watching. I'm trying to figure out if I'm even what I'm doing. I don't see a stop button. It's not very intuitive, I have to admit. It says I'm live for a couple minutes now. I don't know if comments. Start every broadcast by inviting viewers to download the Haps app, subscribe to get notified when I go live, and support my work on Haps. So I don't know who would be watching this. I have no idea. If my mother were alive, I don't know that she'd be watching this. I don't know who would be watching it. But anyway, I'm a positivity podcaster. I like having fun with you. I was one of the first people on Periscope. Went to the Periscope Summit in San Francisco when that was a big thing. And I remember Periscope when it was a huge, huge potential platform. And it never really got there. And it looks like the people on Haps actually pay attention. They actually take your suggestions to heart. Periscope, I wrote them countless emails, countless tweets, all sorts of communications with them. And not once did they ever respond to me. I have a couple of Jack Daniels in me right now. It's Christmas Eve. I hope everybody has a great Christmas. I'm actually off tomorrow, which is weird. I'm off the radio. I'm off from the car lot. And I hope to do some podcasting tomorrow for my subscribers and for the free content as well at hughesfromtheheart.com. You hear a lot of noise in the background. We're having a family party. We're having a family party. We got my in-laws. We got my wife. We've got some of the kids. We're making pork loin. We've got a couple of pork roasts in the oven. We've got potatoes coming. We've got some salad. Anybody want to have some with us? What are you guys up to? I have no idea. I'm supposed to be streaming. What's cool about Haps is that it multi-streams. So apparently right now I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Periscope. And still I see no indication that anybody is watching. Will somebody tell me what's going on here? Like, I don't know. I see like comments coming up on the screen, but do I tap the screen? What am I supposed to do here? I don't even know. Hello, anybody? I don't know where the comments are. Let me see if I can bring it up on Facebook and see what the interface looks like. Oh, look at that. I am. I'm broadcasting. It says there's 6 people watching. Wow, I'm thrilled. There's 6 people watching. You guys are giving me hearts. Patty Burnett, thank you. Here from SC on Facebook. So Patty's making comments here. Thank you. What else is going on here? Oh, okay, there I see it. There I see it. There's my wife, for God's sake. She's popped in here. I don't like the interface is a little clunky here. Like, I don't know why my fat head, they're trying to get my fat head in this little box. Does anyone know the point of putting your face? It says face goes here. I feel like I'm at Disneyland with like the cutout heads where you put your head into Buzz Lightyear's head. But my head does not fit into it. Like right there, maybe it fits into it. But my head is it's like the size of the world. So it's not fitting in the box very neatly. But apparently right now I am on YouTube. I am on Instagram. It says I have a great connection, which I never used to see when I had Sprint. So anyway, I want to invite you guys to join me on Haps. Yeah, what's weird is I don't see her. I see her comments on Facebook, so that's cool. So I guess she's not on the Haps app. That's why she's not on. You can't read her comments. I'm reading her comments. John says, throw back another Jack Daniels and it'll all come together. I went on a nice walk with Chibongo. I'm going to do a separate video on the greatest Christmas present I've ever received. I think it was so cool. And my family actually pulled it off. I can't believe they pulled it off. It was the coolest Christmas present surprise ever. And I'm not easily surprised. So, Sarah, you're watching it on Twitter? That's interesting. I didn't even know Twitter had a live feature. So this is pretty exciting. I like it. So anyway, I podcast on positivity. I'm trying to grow the podcast. I want to see if this works. If I can't grow the podcast by being on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Schmootube, RooTube, YouTube, MeTube, and all these other things at the same time, then I'm never going to grow it. So I think this is a good avenue for it. I'm trying to get people to come over to my positivity podcast. It's absolutely free. Of course, we do accept subscriptions and donations. So if you'd like to help keep it going and you like what you hear, try it out first, but would love it if you would become a contributor as well. It's hughesfromtheheart.com. hughesfromtheheart.com. So Patty sees all of us. Oh my God, my cousin Sean. My cousin Sean is in the house. What's up? Merry Christmas to you. It's okay to say Merry Christmas. Christmas has nothing to do, and people say they're offended by Christmas. It has nothing to do, really. People say it's about the birth of Christ. Christ was born in the spring. The Bible never once said that Christ was born on tomorrow. Never in any of the hundreds of versions of the Bible does it say Jesus' birthday is any particular day. So where they got December 25th, it was one of the popes or one of the bishops or one of the emperors or somebody, I can't remember who it was. Somebody said it's going to be December 25th so that those evil freaking pagans don't keep running around with the winter solstice and taking all the attention away from all of us. That's really what happened. Jesus was not born tomorrow. I hate to break it to you. I know you wait till tomorrow to put the little baby Jesus in the manger, and we brainwash our kids the way our parents brainwashed us that Jesus was born tomorrow. Jesus was not born tomorrow. I hate to break it to you. There's no evidence whatsoever, actually, that Jesus was born anywhere near December. But it's one of those things where we're domesticated with it. We're given that information. We're brainwashed with it. And when I say brainwash, I don't mean like in a covert Soviet way or something like Cold War brainwashing. It's just, we're all brainwashed. We're brainwashed by politics. We're brainwashed with sports. We're brainwashed by parents who wanted us to be 49er fans or Dallas Cowboy fans. We're brainwashed into liking Chinese food. We're brainwashed into liking certain religions. We're brainwashed into liking certain foods and things like that. I don't mean it in a negative way. We've all been brainwashed. Certainly politically, there are people that support Trump that don't even know why they support him. There's people that support Biden that couldn't tell you 5 solid reasons why they support him. They just know that they do. So it's nothing bad. I'm not calling you names. I'm not saying anything bad. But Jesus was not born on Christmas. So I think it's interesting that we don't put up Christmas trees like in April, because that's probably more likely when he was born in March or April than he was in December. So when people say put Christ back into Christmas, I don't even know what that means. And I don't know why people would be offended when you say Merry Christmas. John, what's going on? Merry Christmas to you. Cheers. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm having a couple of highballs. And the family's making a nice roast and potatoes and salad. My God, we're having a feast. We're having a feast. So tell me, guys, type on the screen where you're watching this. This is where I'm confused because I'm multi-screaming across the multiverse. I am holding my phone up and I'm using the Happs app, Happs, Happs. But I chose to be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Periscope all at the same time. I've never had an app that allows me to do that. So I'm reaching people all over the place. So type on the screen, if you could, where you are watching from. See, what's interesting is on my Happs app, I'm not seeing Patty at all, but Patty says she's reading everybody's comments. Jeff, what's going on? Jeff, how come I don't recognize your name? Why don't I recognize your name? We're Facebook friends. Are we new friends? I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. So Jeff Ballaston, podcaster, singer. Are we relatively new friends? I just don't recognize your name on here. I think we're just relatively new friends, I think. I like your Facebook page, though, but we are friends, so that's cool. And any friend of yours is a friend of mine, and you're your own friend, and I'm my own friend, so we'll get along fine. God damn, what was in that Jack Daniels? So you started on Facebook, and now you're on Happs? Okay, cool. I like Happs. And what's interesting, too, is people ask me this. It's not like I'm begging for money. People said to set up a Venmo and to let them know when I did. So I set up a Venmo. It's Radio Spencer. And people can contribute that way, I guess. They can send me dough. I am excited because in 2021, I'm building a new studio. Don't tell anybody. I'm building a new designated studio for Hughes from the Heart. And it's so exciting. I cannot wait. It's not going to be cheap, though. So that's why I have a Venmo. I have a Venmo for that and for other expenses that I incur doing the podcast. And I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for subscribers. I'm looking for all sorts of people. Let's see here, Glenn. What are all these comments? People are commenting on stuff. That's a different post. So anyway, first time on Happs. Yeah, Happs looks pretty cool. What I don't like about it is my interface. I wish I had another phone to show you, like the phone within the phone. Wow, look at the screen. It says something about subscribe to Spencer for more. Now, let me ask you this. Am I not live anymore? Why do I see a play button? I see a play button on here. Well, hello, baby. I've got my in-laws puppy here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Jump up here. Look. Let everybody see you. No, absolutely. And John, I still have your banner up. And I'm going to, you know what, John, send me an updated picture or a banner. And I'm going to put you on Hughes from the Heart tonight. That reminds me. I forgot that I have the new website. So I don't have the old website anymore. SpencerHughes.net is gone. It reminds me too much of my old self, my combative self. I didn't want to have it anymore. So I just let it go. So I have HughesFromTheHeart.com. But John, if you send me a picture that you want me to use for the banner and write the text of what you'd want to say, anything you want to say, man, it could be 2 sentences or 5 paragraphs. I got you, okay? And I will get you up there tonight, I promise. John has a lifetime sponsorship with me. So John, I mean that sincerely. So send me a picture or a banner for your real estate or whatever, and whatever text you want to come up with. It doesn't even have to be tonight, but if you send it to me, I will get it up there. Sarah, can you open that? Thank you.
Come on, young lady.
But I got you, man. You're a lifetime membership. You came through for me when I needed you the most. Your support means the world to me, and I don't forget that kind of stuff. So you'll be up there. So yeah, so I'm trying to figure out the Happs thing. Why are we still streaming, guys? Are we still live? It says we're 14 minutes into it, but why does my Facebook show a play button? My Facebook shows a play button. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. See, it's got a play button on it. So that implies to me that the video ended some time ago. If I can hit play and it takes me to the beginning, that leads me to believe that it's over, like it ended. Are you guys still seeing this? It says I'm still live. Yeah, I got to learn how to use this thing. I got to learn how to use this thing. Yeah, absolutely, John. Whatever updated picture you want, I'll put the link on there. Send me wherever you want to direct people, whatever website or Twitter or anything. Okay, I will. I got you. No, no Santa hats. So James is watching. James Castile is watching on Facebook. So I guess as I'm understanding it, like if I were in my car or not in front of the computer, I could only read comments that are coming through on Haps. That's why I'm not seeing half of the comments. Like Jody says, no Santa hat. James is chiming in. Pat Walsh. Pat Walsh. God, I had two Jack Daniels and I can't even say Walsh. Pat Walsh. Pat Walsh says it's an Uncle Jasbo Christmas. It's an Uncle Jasbo Christmas. It really is. You bet, John. I owe you, man. I owe you. You don't need to thank me. Pat Walsh from the Pat Walsh Show, which will remain nameless, from a radio station that will remain nameless, KFBK, Sacramento. You have a nice Christmas, Pat. Uncle Jasbo says, yeah, man. How much is that taco if I just get the shell with nothing in it? Mother. Yeah, so here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grow the podcast. I'm trying to make a little money at the same time. I'm trying to, honestly, and I know it sounds rotten, but I'm trying to leave the rat race. I'm trying to leave the rat race. I'm trying to do radio and podcasting full time if I can. The only way I can do that, guys, is if we grow the podcast. We have to grow it. We're in 17 countries now. We've been in 17 countries for about a month. There's hundreds of countries. Why haven't we hit country number 18, 19, and 20? I don't understand why we're still in the same 17 countries. So if you have friends in other countries, tell them to go to hughesfromtheheart.com. If you are not listening to Hughes from the Heart, please go to hughesfromtheheart.com. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. It's on Amazon Music. It's on Deezer. It's on Weezer. It's on Squeezer. It's on Schmeezer. It's everywhere podcasts are found. You can find it everywhere. So we're getting a lot of comments, a lot of views, and I think the analytics are going to be pretty cool on this HAPS thing. So I'm going to stop this, guys. I got dinner cooking, and the family's going to want me for dinner over there. So I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas. I'm going to come on later. I like this platform. I like that we're stable. I like that I have a good to great connection, thanks to AT&T. So I'm going to pop on here later. And here can be anywhere for you. It could be Facebook. It could be Twitter. My wife's watching on Twitter. Patty's on Facebook. We got John on Facebook. I think now he's on HAPS. This is awesome. It's people coming from all directions. So I'm going to come on later and tell you what the greatest Christmas present surprise that I've ever received was. My family pulled off the greatest surprise ever last night, and I'll tell you about it just ahead, okay? After dinner, maybe I'll have another cocktail, and I'll really loosen up. You think I'm loose now? You ain't seen nothing yet. I have to shave. Maybe I'll shave on camera. Maybe we'll draw some blood. Usually I bleed right here when I shave. I use a safety razor. So much for safety. For those of you who can't catch the broadcast later, have a great Christmas. I'm not afraid to say it. There's nothing really religious about it. Merry Christmas to you. People are just silly when they get offended by things like that. People go out of their ways to say, Happy Holidays. You know, it is the holidays. You've got Hanukkah, you've got Kwanzaa, you've got Christmas, you've got all this stuff kind of wrapped up together. So it is the holidays, but it's also Christmas tomorrow. And even if Jesus wasn't born tomorrow, which he wasn't, Merry Christmas to you. Looks like Robert Anderson, an old-time listener of mine, has subscribed to me on HAPS, so that's cool. That makes me happy. Thanks, guys. And if I don't see you later tonight, Merry Christmas to you. Have a safe time. Have a great time with your families, or even if you're just by yourself this year, it's okay. It's okay to be just by yourself. We've been domesticated to think we have to have a herd mentality, that we have to have everybody surrounding us. And it's impossible. Sometimes we're not going to have the whole family around, and it's okay. It's okay to just be you, to just do your own thing, and to be happy with yourself. Much love to all of you. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. I guess I hit the X and the blue circle to end, I guess. I hope I don't ruin this. I don't know how else to quit. There's no stop button. So I'm going to hit the X button. I would assume in most languages that means end the video, stupid. Merry Christmas, guys.